The reality is, it only costs one decision for me to go back to zero. It only takes me one trade for me to go from 100 to zero. This is what chasing one more trade actually looks like. Margin doesn't care how confident you are or how you feel. The more money you have, leverage doesn't save you from the situation from happening to you. The fastest way to lose money in the market is emotion. I thought discipline meant holding until this happened. The market doesn't punish ignorance, it punishes ego. Social media makes investing look easy. Green charts, fast money, quit your 9 to 5 today. Everybody's a genius in the bull market until it's time to sell. But nobody shows you nights you can't sleep. No one shows you your margin calls. No one shows you what it feels like watching years of discipline disappear in a day or weeks, a month, 3 months. This didn't happen because I'm stupid. It happened because I overindulged in a risk. I traded with ego instead of plan, hope instead of risk management, emotion instead of rules. Waking up every morning before work thinking, I told myself it will bounce back. I just average down tomorrow or next week. Day trading and options trading is someone who likes to live on eggshells. They don't like to have easy rest before they go to sleep. They always worried about the next play, next stock, the one that can get them out the hood. And that person has other things that go on in life too, but yet they always consistently having to find the next satisfying money play. Persons who invest in long term, 5-10 years, have easy rest. First of all, they have peace at night and they're patient on what they do, and things will come to them slowly compared to one that wants to make quick move to gain a profit overnight. Thinking risk in the stock market allows you to be able to use leverage. Leverage is the number one thing. Whenever you have buying power, you have leverage, when you have a net worth, you have something like a tool as the stock market to use to grow. We know that person who doesn't have any buying power, doesn't have any just resources and money, it's hard for them to make money. We know that money makes money. If y'all didn't know that, it's common sense. This is how businesses ran. Businesses are ran for using money they have to make more money. If a business doesn't make money, then they can't be a business. They won't be in business. And this is the same way as us as a 9 to 5 worker. If we don't have money left over at all expenses or net worth, we won't make any money. This is what we fall trapped to the paycheck, living a 9 to 5, check to check lifestyle. If we are not making money, if we don't have any money, then we don't make money. So that's why at the end of every check, it's important that we have a nice budget. We have realization of what's coming out of expenses, but yet we got to continue using the tools of what we have every day to build a skill to increase our income and make sure that we're staying in society or staying in the demand of the market to being able to create and increase our income. And there's different ways to do this, like stock market. And that's why you want to make sure you focus on this first. You don't want to be able to live outside your means and you're thinking about risk. And you got a nice career going as you start your career as an investor. And I feel like an investor is just basically a career. A person who has a plan over time and a strategy to get to where he wants to. And a person who's walking on eggshells like a day trader, there's no long-lasting career in that. Not wanting to make you guys give up on a career as day traders, but this is a realization that you should give up and consider it. Just because it's okay to make some here and there, but you're making some constantly and you're doing it too much, it's showing that you will blow up soon and crash out just walking on eggshells, and one of them might cut you. It might hurt you so bad that you might have to start all over again. And once you start all over again from going from a certain amount to zero, then you have to start thinking like, I gotta move different. I can't be doing these same mistakes. Things are gonna have to start being applied, and rules, boundaries, and these different policies. That's why we have policies, we have chambers of commerce, we have things that go into place and systems because things have to happen to get done. That's the same thing as you. You need to have policies and ways things get done, checks and balances or constitution or whatever you call it, that has to be done when you get paid. Meaning from the money gets into your bank account and you're receiving funds. Then from the expenses and what's going to come out on funds and what you had to do as a human to survive, and that comes first. Food must come first on the family's plate. You got to have emergency funds for the next 6 days, for the next 6 months. You got to have money on deck. You got to have a check. You got to have a way to get access when you don't want to stress for less emergency funds. Right there, all investors have emergency funds, and they need to, just because something happens and they have a way to live off of, that's in case the stock market ain't doing so well. Okay? Now, you know that people who like to fund losses, they will get any money that they can in order to make money, or they'll make that trade back that they lost. This right here is a gambler. A gambler that doesn't want to take no as an answer and doesn't realize what he's doing is not working and he needs to switch it up. Now, once you're able to let go of that emotional tie of money and reward in the stock market, then you think about risk. You are allowed to discharge yourself emotionally from it and logically think. Because once you start thinking off emotion, even as a man, that's whenever you can get thrown out track, taking advantage, and you're not thinking what men are supposed to do is think logically. Okay? You know, we see that once you start thinking of emotionally, and throw off all the certain facts or aspects of, you're just biased at that point. You never want to be biased, okay? And once you're biased, you know, put other factors in play whenever things can happen like that. And that's what makes an investor good, because they have a leverage network, leverage what comes out from when their money hit their bank account, whenever they consider the time that comes out their day and what they have to do. They have things in place that had to happen at certain times, and it's very strategic on things and using the resources that they were given. Compared to the person who doesn't want to use the resources, or they're abusing the resources and not using it to the full advantage. Pride and ego will destroy a man and an investor. Once you feel like nothing can stop you, or you're just on top because you made so much money and you are just so in love with it, like you put it first over everything that happens else in your life. This money changed who you were. That's when you can get humble. And whenever you get humble, you get back to the roots. And everybody needs to be humble at one point in their life so they don't forget the roots and their purpose and what they're doing. We all gotta fall back and realize that we don't need to be moving, or we don't need to make the next move. Sometimes the best move is no move. The best strategy is no strategy. So relax, stand by. We all need to stand by this year, next year, next 5 years, and consistently just do one simple buy, one consistent recurring behavior. Stand by, buy and hold. Stand by, buy and hold. Stand by, buy and hold. This is what the famous investors have been known that shown profits in the history of it being successful, like Warren Buffett, Elon Musk, Jeff Bezos. These investors that show you this buy and hold what's gonna be the best position for you. Let me know what you guys think, man. Is trading over hype in community on social media, people showing their profits, or long-term related, the less stressful way that you can grow wealth and not having to stress yourself out as an investor who already has responsibilities besides going outside of work, being bad, taking care of the household and other things that we do, family. So let me know what you think. Leave a like, comment, subscribe. Love it. We have.